Well, it's time for a Sunday brunch, and joining us today is Natalie Michaels. And Natalie, thanks for joining us this morning on this cold morning.
Yes.
And you have something that will maybe warm us up a little bit.
I think it will. You know, I saw a lot of people yesterday posting their cold weather food and a lot of crock pot food and chili and stuff. This fits that category for sure. It's a meatball soup. So I'm going to start with some vegetables. You can either saute these vegetables beforehand. I did that yesterday. If you don't have time, just go ahead and throw them in your pot. This is going to be a crock pot recipe. So you don't have time, you need to get out the door for work or something. This would be a good one to make, on a Monday morning.
Right.
And then you have a nice dinner that evening. So that's yellow squash, onion, some green beans. I'm using mushrooms that are made in Oklahoma, JM mushrooms. You can find those wherever you grocery shop.
Right.
Some red kidney beans. It's really a pretty healthy soup too.
Yeah, and just kind of all added into the crock pot.
Exactly. I mean, like I said, if you want a little more flavor, you can saute the vegetables first. But don't worry about it if you don't have time. A can of diced tomatoes. And then I'm going to add some of our liquid. This is some chicken broth.
Okay.
And then some water. And then I'm
Really,
going to
this is all things you can find at the grocery store.
Absolutely, yeah, and just really easy. I mean, it's really just to dump it in and you have a really good dinner, kind of a recipe.
Yeah.
I'm going to season it with some Head Country seasoning, which you think of as just barbecue, but this is a really good all-purpose seasoning. I use quite a bit on all kinds of meats and soups and even chili. So that gives it some really good flavor.
So just mix that all together.
Yeah, mix that together. Then I'm going to add some minced garlic. And then I'm going to add some meatballs. And these are meatballs that are made in Oklahoma. They're frozen meatballs that you can just warm up, which is really nice too. Saves you a lot of time.
Makes it much easier.
Much easier, yes. And they're really delicious. So I'm using an Italian style. They're called fast fixin' meatballs. And you can find them in the freezer section.
Okay.
Then I'm going to add some bacon. This is Bar S bacon, also made in Oklahoma. And I have cooked this already and crumbled it up. So you want to go ahead and do that. And you can buy the cooked bacon or cook it yourself and crumble it up. And then a little parsley, fresh parsley, and that's it. You're going to cook this for 6 hours.
I was just going to ask, how long do you cook it?
Yeah, on low in a crock pot. If you don't have a crock pot, you can do it on the stove. I've done it both ways. I have this here, this cooked soup already that I did on the stovetop, and so either way is just fine. This just will save you some time.
Well, it smells amazing.
Great, great.
And so you said it takes about 6 hours to cook fully?
It does. 6 hours to fully cook, and you really, you can have a salad and some French bread, and this is dinner. It's perfect.
Perfect. And again, it's something great for the cold weather that we're having right now.
Absolutely, yes.
Yeah. All right, well, thank you so much, Natalie. We're going to check back in here with her in just a little bit, but if you'd like this recipe for her meatball soup, we're making it today. You can find it on our website at KJRH.com.